Welcome to EMO Lacrosse, where we talk all things field lacrosse. Be sure to comment your predictions and your favorite PLL team or player down below. We are in PLL Week 2 now and headed to Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm going to give you some quick previews and predictions for the games coming up. Chrome versus Archers starting off Friday, June 9th at 5 p.m. By far, to me, the best game and matchup overall. And this one could go either way. Battle of two of the top three teams in the league is on. Matchup-wise, this one's going to be fun. You got Farrell versus Sisselberger at the face-off position. And that one is going to be fun to see if Sisselberger can take on a veteran at the face-off who is very good in the PLL. Number 2, the Archers short stick defensive midi unit against the Chrome offense. Number 3, how the Chrome forced transition on the Archers. I do want to touch up on 2 and 3 a little bit more in depth. The Chrome, when Scanoni gets a save, he is passing immediately deep down the middle of the field to force transition. That's how the Chrome got a few goals last week, and they're really making it difficult for teams to sub. So if the Archers cannot get guys like Latrell Harris on, it could make things difficult. But I do think that this Archers offense is so powerful, the way they're able to move the ball. It's just, I'm going to go with my gut here on close matchups like this. I'm going to go with my gut, and I think that the Archers win this one. I do love Brett Dobson as well, and the cage for the Archers. He's one of my favorite goalies, and I really do think that he's going to have a fantastic year. So I'm going to go Archers, but if you said that the Chrome would win this game, I would say, okay, yeah, I believe you. It's not really that hard to believe. These two teams are going to be close, and it's going to be a fun game. Water Dogs versus the Redwoods, Friday, June 9th, 7:30 p.m. This one's on ESPN Plus streaming. I'm going Redwoods, and I'm confident right out the gate. The Woods are 3-0 against the Water Dogs all time. Second straight week against a really tough defensive unit for the Water Dogs, going up against the Chaos in week 1. My only hesitation that if this does become a defensive game, which it could, and become low scoring, which is what the Water Dogs might want here, and it comes down to the goalies, well, if DILLON Ward is playing, I do think that the Water Dogs have a slight edge there, but John Grant Jr. has this new look Redwoods offense humming, and if RYDER GARNSEY can just get half of the production he did last week, then I don't know if the Water Dogs can honestly hang with the Redwoods, and I think that the reigning champs suffer their first loss of the season. Now we have Whipsnakes versus the Atlas, another great game, Saturday, June 10th, 2 p.m. This one is on ABC Network Television. And this is not a favorable matchup for the Atlas. Their weakness on defense, off-ball defense especially, plays right into the strength of the Whipsnakes offense. They're going to pass the ball around a lot. They've got guys like Matt Rambo. They've got scores, and now with Tucker Dordevic, who just watch him play, watch his footwork and his speed. I know I'm kind of going off of a tangent here, but it's absolutely incredible. It's super fun to watch. The Atlas also released Cade Van Raphorst, which is odd, especially after how some of the other long poles played last week. Concannon had a really bad game. He was shelled by shots from up close, though, and, it's hard to pin a lot of the goals on him, but we could see a game like this again for Concannon where he's just getting shelled. The Whips are stacked on offense, as are the Atlas, but I'm more confident in the Whipsnakes team as a whole. It's just not enough for me. Any other position, like Trevor Baptiste, he's probably going to win a majority of these faces, but now that with the new face-off rules, watching last week especially, and the new shot clock, it's not really as much of an advantage as it has been in the past. I'm going Whipsnakes in this one. Finally, we have Chaos versus the Cannons, ESPN Plus, Saturday, June 10th at 4:30 p.m. Well, the Chaos are officially back after dropping their first game of the season. Listen, we know everything about their defense. It's probably the best defense in the whole entire Premier Lacrosse League, but their offense was a shell because all of their players were playing in the NLL Championship for the Bandits. Well, Josh Byrne, Chase Frazier, Chris Kluche, Max Adler, Ian McKay, and Dane Smith, they're all back. They're all back. And I think that the Chaos are going to be pretty mad after dropping that first game to the Water Dogs in a really physical and kind of sloppy game. Going up against a Cannons team that, listen, don't take it from me, Brian Holman, the head coach, said it himself. They're working on establishing their identity right now. The Chaos have an identity. They are tough, they're Canadian, and I think that they get the win here. And the Cannons just need a little while to get back on track before they get the season really, really going. You know, they're one of the newer teams. They've got a newer roster, losing so much with Lyle Thompson. They're still looking for that identity. I don't think that they're going to find it against the Chaos this week. So those are my predictions. I'd love to hear yours down below. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment if you love field lacrosse.